can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Penn State Nittany Lions. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Nittany Lions will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. So Nebraska's offense will go to work first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right. David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So, no doubt, the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Back to the ground with the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Under fire. A little screen to the running back. Worked his way out to the 28-yard line, but needed a little bit more yardage. Fourth down is coming.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
The Huskers will punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. The Nittany Lions offense will get the ball for the first time. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Grabbed behind the line, it's Singleton. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go to run.
He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Catch in the middle, it's Hunter. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. It was quite a burden for Dylan Raiola a year ago, viewed as the Nebraska football savior. So, Jesse, how should he approach growth and improvement in his sophomore season?
Well, I think you got to continue to grow. There were a lot of eyes on Dylan Raiola last year, and for good reason. He is unbelievably talented, but you saw the swagger.
Turning it on! Smashes ahead. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
He'll keep it himself. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Hand off from the gun. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, when you talk Nebraska football, it always comes down to their ability running it on offense. Whether it's the option or whether it's conventional, they've got a long and illustrious history of great running backs, and this guy is on the field for a reason. His vision, his ability to make people miss, run with toughness, he can do it all.
To the air, it's Raiola. Trying to make magic with his feet. At the 20, he's got space. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got it! Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
And the Huskers trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Husker! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. This drive will open from the 15. Looking for room, it's Allen. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Nittany Lions can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. Safe completion on the screen. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Going deep. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
Caught over the middle. It's Ross. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with the first down at the 31.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
The Nittany Lions kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Hand off from the shotgun. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense, we got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Wow, you usually don't get that wide open in the end zone. If that ball comes in like that, that's a play the receiver has just got to be able to make for his team.
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And right down the middle. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the second. set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
The Cornhuskers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
To the air, it's Raiola. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The Huskers line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. To the air on 1st down. Got a man. It's Singleton. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the 1st half. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Singleton. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
That's caught. It's Pena. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Quarterback and receiver on the same page there on the curl route. Nice job by the receiver finding the soft spot in zone and just settling down, making that throw a whole bunch easier.
The Nittany Lions come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Nittany Lions will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They might be thinking back-to-back big plays after that last one. 1st and 10 from the 32. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 26.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
And the Huskers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Grab near the marker is Hunter. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. The Cornhuskers with the 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Need 10 yards on this 3rd down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the left. They get him down at the 36. It will be a 1st down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pressure coming. They're going to get him, and this offense now has even more work to do. And the Nittany Lions now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Brings up 3rd down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Happy Valley has given us a fun first half. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Beaver Stadium.
The Huskers will kick it off to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. if they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Trying to move them on the counter. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Offensively, you want to run that counter, right, to try to take advantage of hyperactive defenses, but just poor execution. Not a good job of understanding where I need to go when I bounce that thing backside, and it bounced outside. You want to take that thing inside, so the offense needs to operate a little bit better and maybe not run as much counter because the defense got in there pretty quick.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got it in the middle, it's Pena. Right down the boulevard. Touchdown, Penn State! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw really short and he did the rest of the work.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they top it off by going up top, 81 yards on the touchdown pass. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. He'll do it himself. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
Yeah, and half of the QB calls his own number and all these options, obviously multiple plays. He decides to stick with it, get some positive yards, and now what's next off of that? What's my next read off of that? How am I going to mix things up and keep this defense off balance?
And the Huskers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Barney. Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
The Cornhuskers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Looking for a man, it's Raiola. Here's a heat. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense, getting a sack, creating some momentum.
Trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds a man in the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
These old girders are rocking on 3rd down here at Beaver Stadium. The snap sets up the throw. Trying to set up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
We'll give the defense credit there on third down. It almost looked like they were expecting the screen. They gave up a few yards, but not enough for a first down. Now they've got a chance to get off the field.
And the Huskers will line up to punt it away. What a terrible, terrible shank. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Makes the grab. It's Pena. Breaks into the open. That one can really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And that's why it's so important to get it to your guys quickly. That's just a simple hitch route. But because the quarterback didn't hesitate, he put it on him right away. He had space to work after he made the catch. Was able to make a defender miss and set up a nice play for the offense.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. It's caught. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
On the move, it's Singleton. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Throwing right. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
The Nittany Lions will punt it away on 4th down. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Snagged in the middle, it's Barney. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
The Cornhuskers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. There he goes. Some really tough running there gets him to the 45-yard line.
And when Winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Pulls it and fires to the left. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
The Huskers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31. The crowd gets behind this defense. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Going for it all. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Yeah, and the QB tried to use some touch, let that thing hang up in the air. But when you hang it up over the middle of the field, the defenders have a lot of time to go and try to get it and make a play. A lot of guys near the football. Nice job by the defense being in great position.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
Big-time kick right there, man. 4th quarter, clutch time. You needed to come through to take the lead, and now the pressure goes to the defense. You got to keep this lead. Got to get a stop or two more, and you can get the dub in this football game.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Quickly out to the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Finding open areas. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
On the run, it's Allen. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And there was nowhere to go just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call with not a lot of time left in the game.
The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the left. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Caught behind the line. It's Singleton. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the 4th. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs, impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Turning it on! Gets it past the marker. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
Right back to the well. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game. I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. To throw, it's Raiola. Pocket breaking down. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
What a fantastic job by the defense that time, forcing the incompletion. They've got the lead late, setting up 4th down. Can they come up with one more stop? If they get it, they might win this game.
And here we go, down the score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Here's a throw downfield late. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort, making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative play.
called by the defense. 13 seconds to go.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on third down. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. They'll keep the offense on the field on fourth down already with a one-possession lead. They'll run for it. They stop him short, and now they'll get the ball back here in the fourth quarter. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Finds his tight end. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Back to throw, it's Raiola. He wants a big play here late. He's got it at the 25.